있을까 baby 네 눈을 보면 알 수 있을까 너도 내 맘과 같았으면 좋겠어 네 조금 느린 발걸음이 나는 좋았어 Barefoot, barefoot Take off your shoes and step in the bed Barefoot, barefoot 우린 같은 온도에 있어 푸른 네 바닷속은 얼마나 깊을까 바다 가고 싶을 때 내가 보고 싶을 때 또 네가 많이 아플 때 이 노래를 들어줘 절대 추운 날은 없을 거야 Cause I'll be with you oh. 오늘도 좋은 꿈만 꿨으면 좋겠어 baby Barefoot, barefoot Take off your shoes and step in the bed Barefoot, barefoot 우린 같은 온도에 있어 푸른 네 바닷속은 얼마나 깊을까
Find the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish in one, yeah, yeah. Isn't that too far away from our hearts, yeah, yeah. The ones we keep close, we should never let go. So tell me who you love, baby. Take a moment to unwind, fix yourself and realign yourself with the world, baby. Breathe slow, baby, yeah. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow.
When I start filming, here comes the helicopter, here comes the trash man. Hold on, girl. Okay, I think we're good. My bad, y'all. It's very active outside. It's trash day. It's a helicopter swarming around. I think it's like a news helicopter. So I don't know, maybe it was a car accident on the freeway. I don't know. Forgive the background noise, but in true vlog fashion, I just thought I would come on here real quick and just talk to you guys. I have some books that I want to share with you guys. I have some thrifted clothing pieces that I just thought I would share, and then also a couple of pieces from the brand Quint, if I'm not mistaken, that's how you pronounce it. They were very kind enough to send me a few things that I have yet to shoot. Eventually you'll see that on like in a reel, but I just thought I would share them with you guys because I actually really love the pieces. But first, talking about books. By the time you see this vlog, I'm sure you would have heard me talk about one of the books, but y'all, I am in my reading bag, which is crazy because as someone that has a degree in English, my last 2 years of college, all I did was read and write. And I swore, which I shouldn't have done, but I'm like, I'm not reading another book, which is crazy to say, I know, but I wouldn't consider myself a reader. I feel like there are people like my mom and just in general, people who love to read. Like that is their pastime. Anytime they have free time, they are reading. I'm not that girl. However, I've just been like inspired to read. And I think it's just a matter of obviously figuring out like what you like to read, what keeps you entertained, or just even the things you want to learn. So right now, I am in my wisdom era, my learning era, and I have a few books, 3 of which are from the same author. But this first one I got from the library. I've been meaning to read this for actually a while. This is The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by John Mark Comer. I actually need to start reading this because this is due back to the library in like 2 weeks. So I feel like it's an easy read, but this is something, like I said, I've just been wanting to read for a while because, as I mentioned in one of my guide talks, I feel like my life is just constantly consumed by hurry and knocking out 5,000 things to do in one day. And this is me trying to be more mindful not to live that way. And these next few books are from the same author. Now, this one is something that I am, where am I at? You can kind of see the indent right there. So I'm about 3/4. Also, girl, forgive my nails. I impulsively peeled off all of my gel polish. Why? I don't know. But anyways, don't mind my nails. But I am about 3/4 of the way reading this. This is Driven by Eternity by John Bevere. I definitely have spoken about this. I've shared it on Instagram and Threads and my YouTube, like in a post or something. But I am obsessed with this author, and I came across him. I don't know if I talked about this, but I came across him by way of Megan Ashley's podcast In Totality. And I think it was Brenda, I can't think of her last name, but she was a guest on the show, and they both spoke so highly of his books, so much so that I had to go and buy this one first. And when I say to you, I am now hooked on his books. I haven't started these, but just based on this particular book and the conviction and the learning just about eternity and how we can often be so distracted. And I talked about this in my last God Talk video, which if you haven't watched that, I highly encourage you go watch it. It is a heavier God Talk, but it is something I know we need to hear. But just the way in which he talks about eternity, he breaks it down, he makes it plain. Even things that I knew about eternity or heard about eternity and life in heaven, he makes it very understandable by way of the allegories that he uses in the book, which I really appreciate because it just makes it more understandable. So this is the first book that I have gotten from him, and I'm going to challenge myself to finish these last, I don't know, probably give or take 100 or so pages in the next few days. I've been reading about 25 to 30 pages a day, but as I mentioned in the God Talk, I'm not allowing myself to rush through this book. I have highlighted this book. I have marked this book. Girl, it's really one of those books like, you have to read it to understand it. So I'm just making sure I take my time as I read this book, but I do want to challenge myself to finish this book so I can start these other 2 books. And the next one is going to be The Bait of Satan. This came also highly recommended by Megan. Again, I haven't started it, but I'm very excited to start this, which is why I want to go ahead and finish the other one. And then this one had really good reviews. I think this had over like 2,000 like 5-star reviews on Amazon. This one is Killing Kryptonite. I've never heard of anyone talk specifically about this, but again, the reviews speak for themselves. So I just wanted to mention these books because, again, I would not consider myself a reader, but I feel like I am just super inspired to read at the moment. So these are the books that I am currently reading, and I guess we can just quickly get into a few things that I have thrifted over the past maybe a few months. You guys know that I am very much so a thrifter when it comes to clothing, when it comes to decor, when it comes to a lot of things. I know thrifting is not for everybody, especially when it comes to like clothing because it's something you wear, or really even home decor, or really anything. I feel like either you like thrifting or you don't, but I am a thrifter. I've been a thrifter pretty much my whole life. But as I have gotten older, and you guys know that I'm just trying to be more mindful of my wardrobe and the things that I add to my wardrobe, and just trying to be more mindful of my levels of consumption. That also includes thrifting, because even though it's thrifted and yes, you're recycling, which is great, and it's relatively cheap, it's also very easy just to buy a bunch of stuff because it's $5, it's $10, it's $6. And that's something that I am even more mindful of when I am thrifting. Don't just buy something because it's at the thrift store. Still be mindful and question, is this something you're gonna wear? Is this something, hold on, this braid is crazy. Is this something you're gonna wear? Is this something you're gonna get use out of? And yeah, so on and so forth. So anyways, this pair of shorts, I had got these a few months ago actually, and this pile of clothes needs to either be altered or dry cleaned, or altered and dry cleaned. But this pair of shorts, and all of these things also are from the men's department, because for the most part, that is what I gravitate to when I go thrifting, is the men's section. I'm actually trying to be more mindful to at least look more thoroughly through the women's clothing, but just because my personal style, I like my clothes to be more oversized and loose, I just gravitate to the men's section. So this is a pair of shorts, and this probably isn't the best way to showcase these items, but I'm literally just sharing with you guys a few things that I snagged from the thrift store. So this is a pair of men's shorts, as I mentioned, and they are just a pair of long line Bermuda style shorts, nothing crazy. Long line shorts are definitely having their moment, but this is something that I just feel like you could always utilize in your wardrobe. Flat pleats in the front, and like I said, they reach about my knee, maybe a little bit above my knee, and I love these. This is unfortunately 100% polyester. That's something that I'm also trying to be a lot more mindful of, and y'all, girl the neighbor is now mowing the lawn. So again, it's a lot going on, but fabrication is also something I'm trying to be a lot more mindful of. And when I saw these and I tried them on, I love the fit, but I did not love that they are 100% polyester. But I told myself that it will be fine, because a lot of the other things that I have bought, not just thrifting, I have become a lot more mindful of the fabrication. And so I kind of gave myself a pass with these, also because I just love how much they fit. But that is something that I am trying to be a lot more mindful of, is fabrication and just getting things that are more natural, linens, cottons, silks, wools, so on and so forth, and things that will just stand the test of time. Not to say that there are no man-made materials that won't, you know, last, but just in general, where I want my wardrobe to go, fabrication is also something I have become a lot more mindful of. So that's just something to know. These last three pieces are, I want to say, from my last thrifting trip, which was a couple of weeks ago. Got these at the same time, and this is a pair of, again, men's trousers, and this is from the brand, or the designer, because he's actually like a designer that's quite pricey. Hart Schaffner Marks, don't know. However, this is, hold on, let me see if that'll focus. I came across these because the color caught my attention initially, and when I pulled them, and the color is definitely not showing up as it is, unfortunately, due to the lighting. They're definitely, you know, that's not the right color. You'll see these eventually, and maybe in a reel, but the color is what initially caught my attention. They're definitely more of like a pigmented, saturated olive green. In the camera, it's giving like dull doo-doo green. They're not, this, what you're seeing is not the proper color. They're definitely, I would say, like a more saturated olive green. But the color is what caught my attention. And after seeing the color and then seeing the size, I was looking for the fabrication, the fabric tag, and I couldn't find it, but I could tell from the feeling of it that it was like a silk blend of some sort. So I started to Google the designer, and y'all, his stuff is pricey, especially for this particular line. This is the Gold Trumpeter line, which I think is more like his elevated line. Some of his pieces are more like, I guess, affordable, but this particular line is like pricey. Like his blazers go for $600 or $700. The pants go for $400 or $500. And so after I saw that, I was even more inclined to at least try them on to see how they fit. And I love these trousers so much. I am gonna have to get the waist taken in a bit, as well as let out just this small like cuff at the bottom, because I want them to be a little bit more baggy. But I am obsessed with these trousers. I'm definitely in my trouser era. I don't know if I've spoken about this, but I don't wear jeans that often. I think I own 3 pair of jeans, and one of the pair of jeans is my mom's, her vintage Levi's from the 80s. Other than that, my pair of Tibby jeans and a pair of Nasty Gal jeans that are so cute. I've had them for years. You would not think that they are Nasty Gal. I literally only own 3 pair of jeans because I just don't gravitate to them. Honestly, I don't find them to be the most comfortable. Even the most loose, baggy jeans, I just don't find denim jeans to be that comfortable. So for me, I'm definitely in my trouser era, and specifically, I'm always going to gravitate to men's trousers because, again, I like my stuff loose and oversized and baggy. So very happy with these trousers, and I love the color. Again, you can't really tell the proper color on camera, but they're giving in real life. And the last things that I picked up is this suit. Now, you guys have seen me wear this men's thrifted suit. I'll put a picture or some reels on the screen. I love that suit. I thrifted that suit several months ago from the same Goodwill that I got all of these things from. And when I tell you, and that one is also, now that I think about it, that suit is a silk. I want to say that's a silk and a wool blend. And when I tell you I love that suit so much, it is easily like if I had to just grab a few things from my wardrobe, if you were to say, you know, top 5 things from your wardrobe, that suit is unquestionably top 5. Top 5 easily. And that's always something that I'm mindful to look at or to look for when I go thrifting are suits. So in this trip, you guys, I got another suit and it is amazing. Now, I didn't try on the trousers, which I low-key should have, although I still think I would have gotten them, but they're huge. And I mean huge. Like Mr. Sir who had these or who had this suit before me, baby, not only was he big, he was tall. Like 6'5", 250. He was a big bruh, like big. But I love this suit nonetheless. And this suit is 70% silk, 30% linen. And you guys, this is going to be my new favorite suit. In addition to the other one, top 2 suits. And this is why I love thrifting so much, because you can find these pieces for ridiculous prices and the fabrication is great. And again, I realize thrifting is not for everyone. Some people just don't like the idea of wearing things that people have owned, and that's fine. That's neither here nor there. But for me, I don't mind it. And as I've thrifted more in my latter years and have become a lot more mindful of, again, fabrication and fit and just overall what I am buying and adding to my life. When I look at brands like the Frankie Shop that are heavily inspired by menswear, and then they're charging $400, $300 for a blazer that is not made of silk, that is not made of wool, that is sometimes, some of their pieces are completely polyester, believe it or not. I'm just like, why would I ever spend that much money, even if it's on sale? Even if it's on sale. Why would I still spend upwards of $100 or $200 on one piece that's 100% polyester or some other man-made material, when I can go to the thrift store and find a true men's suit or menswear pieces that are silk, that are wool, that are cotton, that are linen for $5, for $10. I think this suit in total, you guys, was $20. Now, yes, I'm gonna have to spend some money to get them altered, to get them dry cleaned, but still, look at the fabrication. And this suit is in perfect condition, even with it being this beautiful like ivory cream color. This suit has no marks, no signs of wear. And that is something I was mindful to do, and that I am mindful to do when I am thrifting, is also looking for signs of wear, because for me, that can determine whether or not I get something. You guys, this suit is in perfect condition. So that is just, again, something that I enjoy, I guess you could say, about thrifting is, yeah, you may spend some money on the back end, again, to get things fixed, to get things altered, to get things dry cleaned, but that 20, 30, or even 40 or even $50 that I may put towards something, look at the fabrication, look at what you're getting, as opposed to spending $400 on a Frankie Shop blazer or another blazer from another company. When I compare polyester to silk, or polyester to wool, or polyester to linen, or whatever other, you know, natural fibers, like, there's no comparison. So anyways, I say all that to say, you guys, I am obsessed with this suit. Those are the trousers. You're not going to be able to see the full blazer because, again, she is huge. She is very oversized, like even more oversized than my other thrifted suit that I love. But I just wanted to share these things with you guys because I think there's something to be said about thrifting. If you are interested in thrifting, if you desire to thrift and you don't know where to start, girl, just go. Just look at everything. And when I go thrifting, you guys, I immediately, so this is how I go. I go straight for the men's section. I literally zoom to the men's section. I hit everything in the men's section. And then when I go from the men's section, I go to the home decor. And I take my time. I look at the glassware. I look at the plates. I look at vases or vases, however you like to pronounce it. That is also something that I love to get from the thrift store. So I go from the men's section to homeware. And then after I hit up homeware, I go to the women's section. Now, I will say I honestly just low-key graze through the women's section. Because I never find anything, but I have to be mindful that you just never know what you'll find. So I'm trying to be more mindful to actually like thoroughly look through women's clothing, women's shoes. But for the most part, the first section is always going to be the men's department: trousers, shorts, shirts, button downs, blazers, then home, and then women's. And then I'll kind of just like wander around from there. And that is essentially how I thrift. So that's everything that I picked up from my latest thrift haul. And then let me quickly share with you guys the few things that the brand Quint sent me. And we will close out this vlog. So I've heard of Quint quite a bit over the last maybe year or so. And they are kind of, I don't want to compare them to like an Everlane, but I kind of do compare them to an Everlane. Very conscious, very mindful of fabrications. Everything that they produce is natural fiber. So again, cashmere, wool, linen, silk, things of that nature, which I can appreciate. And like I said, they kindly reached out to me to send me a couple of pieces, and I very gladly accepted, very thankfully accepted. And the first thing that I purchased, or not purchased, the first thing that I picked out is this cashmere bra. This is definitely, especially with what I'm going to show you next, it's giving Kate vibes, which we love, specifically meaning the knit bra and the matching sweater. So this is a brown cashmere little knit bra. Or really cropped tank, however you want to consider it. And I really like this. And even though this is cashmere, it's really light and it's really breathable, which is nice because as we go into the warmer months, obviously there's certain fabrications and pieces that you're just not going to be able to wear. But right now, I think this is the perfect time to still be able to wear this. So that is one piece. I got 3 pieces. That is the first piece that I picked out. And the next piece is this also cashmere matching oversized cardigan sweater. Hopefully you can kind of get the idea of it. And it is ribbed. And I love this sweater. And again, when I saw that they had the matching set, immediately, again, we're giving Kate. And I love that. The bra also I got, let me see what size. I want to say I got this in a large. Pretty sure I got this in a large. Yeah. So I got the knit tank top in a large, and I think I got the sweater in an extra large or a large. I got it in a large. I went back and forth as to whether or not I wanted to get it in an extra large, but the reviews were saying that it's cut very oversized, like even more oversized than oversized. So I decided to get a large. The extra large would have been too oversized. So got the matching sweater to the bra, and I love this. And this is something that obviously you can wear this separate from the tank top. You can wear it with the matching tank top. You can put this with shorts, which is actually, I think, one of the ways that I'm going to style it when I do create the reel for that. So very happy to have that. Girl, the neighbor is going ham. I think he has the blower out. So y'all, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to talk louder and make this fast. But the last piece that I picked up is this navy blue silk mini skirt. And I'm definitely becoming more of a mini skirt girl. I think we're seeing a lot more mini skirts being worn and being styled these days, which I love. And at first I was like, just, I don't know, viewing it, but I feel like now I'm kind of wanting to actually try out or give my 2 cents at mini skirts. And so I thought that this was a great opportunity to get a mini skirt, something that I can easily wear dressed up or dressed down. For me, this is something I'm probably more or less gonna dress down than dress up. But I thought that this was also something just nice to have in my wardrobe that can be worn really all year long. So very happy to have that. Thank you, Quint, for being so kind to send me those pieces. With that being said, I am going to close out this vlog. It is 26 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed this very chill vlog. You guys always know the vibes. That's what we're giving over here. We're not talking a lot. We're not giving a lot of FaceTime. This is the FaceTime portion of my vlogs. Nonetheless, thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I will see you in the next one.